And it goes without saying that this is an enormously difficult situation for everybody, and we have to remind ourselves that some of us are privileged enough not to work in areas that are extremely hard hit by the economic recession. I think in the US, I haven't seen the numbers of today, but we're probably talking in the vicinity of 40 million people that lost their jobs in just a couple of months' time. I think the numbers in Europe are slightly better, but who knows whether we've just seen the peak of a recession that will have a dramatic impact on individuals. So what I would say is that I think for all of us, whether we work in government or whether we work in the private sector, the next couple of months or the next couple of years will be all about how we respond to COVID-19. Where we are right now is, of course, sort of mitigating the height of the pandemic before we hopefully have a vaccination that will solve the problems more permanently. So what we've been doing in Microsoft is sort of in a couple of different areas, trying to support healthcare authorities as they respond to the immediate consequences of COVID-19. And those are things like, making sure that healthcare authorities can collaborate, working remotely, on Teams or communicating, sharing information. It's supporting research, scientific research that are heavily focused on finding a cure or a treatment for the pandemic. But it's also in other areas. Education, I think, is something that is enormously important also as we look at skilling. Just as an example, in Greece, we've helped basically transition almost all of the universities so they can do remote education. And let's face it, Omar, I don't know the situation in the UAE, but this is probably not going to disappear within a couple of months. I think we'll have to get used to reality where we work more remotely, we educate more remotely, and we also have to provide some basic government functions with remote technologies. So those are different ways that we've been trying to go about it. But we've done all of that with a lot of focus on key values, ensuring privacy, making sure that our technologies are still adhering to the strongest ethical principles. And again, it will be all about finding ways of creating jobs, about regrowing the economy. And that's an area where I think we have to look at our own technologies to make sure that they fit into the economies that we are seeing develop after COVID-19.